Hi, welcome to the Roots of Herbalism home study course. I'd like to first start with unpacking your home study kit. So you would receive an envelope like this in the mail, and when I open it up, it contains a few items that you want to make sure that you know what you're doing with them. So you will receive inside this pack a collection of different herbs, a DVD, if you chose that option when you were first registering for the course, you'll receive that DVD. If you opted to not get that, then you wouldn't have it. That may be tucked inside your Rosemary Gladstar Roots of Herbalist Recipes for Vibrant Health book. And this is the course textbook for the Roots of Herbalism. It's also an herb book that I keep around because it's really handy. It has lots of really wonderful recipes. So if you haven't had a chance, go ahead and take some time, peruse it. There's a lot of really valuable information inside this book. So this is the Roots of Herbalism course textbook. Sometimes it's referred to in the video. Sometimes it's referred to as Rosemary Gladstar or Rosemary or Herbal Recipes for Vibrant Health by the title. You also receive a course workbook, home study course book, Roots of Herbalism home study course book. So this book is specific to this class, and it has a lot of the information that Emily goes through in the videos in a written form. You also have this same information embedded into the website, and we'll go into that in just a minute. So you have the Roots of Herbalism home study course, and in this you have an introduction, and on your contents page you have 3 different parts, and this is how it's sort of organized online as well, and we'll get into that. But you have the foundations, the herbs like materia medica, definitions like that, and then herbal preparations. So the way that it's organized here is the way that it's organized in the video, via the DVD if you chose that option, or online. So you have that. And then you have a collection of the herbs that are mentioned in that materia medica section. So in the Roots of Herbalism course, we go over 21 plus herbs, and we say plus because there are a few local plant allies that you'll see in your materia medica section online that you may not see in these packets. These are the herbs, the 21, well, you say 21 because one of the herbs, you get both the root and the leaf of that herb, dandelion. So they are here. And the intention of these wonderful little packets of herbs is for you to be given a chance to try the herb. So there's enough for you to make a couple of cups of tea, or I've heard sometimes students like to make little tiny tinctures with the amount of herb that they receive in each of these. So we send you a little bit of each of the herbs in the Roots of Herbalism home study course, so that you can have a chance to spend some time with each of the plants. So you can smell it, maybe taste it, experience the herb. It's a really important part of herbalism, is really getting to know the plants. So that is what you find within your envelope that is sent to your home. If you chose to do online only, remember that you wouldn't have the DVD in your packet. That's only for people who chose to have that option. Once you're here and you have your packet, you know what is in it, I'm just going to log in, and I want to walk you through the information that you have available to you down below or in the home study online version. So here you are. So under core curriculum, you have that course workbook that I pointed out, and this is just a digital version of that course workbook. So you can see it there, it's digital version. So you can choose to have it with you wherever you are, or know that you can have the same information is available already printed out for you. The next part in your course content would be after course workbook. You have that first part of the video, and you can watch it here online for that part 1, or you can watch it on the DVD if you chose that route. The next thing you have are the materia medica. So in herbalism, we talk about materia medica is typically the plants that you work with. So the materia medica would include a botanical name, some historical reference, how the plant is used. Materia medica is this broad term that will cover a lot of different aspects of what you're working with here. So in part 2, materia medica, Emily's going to talk about all of the meanings of materia medica and how you can apply them in your herbal studies. So your next tab, materia medica, is the actual plant in action. So each of these tabs is a YouTube video that talks about that specific plant. So when you're going through and you find that chamomile plant sample and you've learned about it through your course reading and heard about it in the video, and you want to get more specific into chamomile, you can just come over to the chamomile materia medica section. You can click on it and you can be directed to a video with Emily that's going to talk specifically about that plant. So you could make your cup of tea and hear more about growing and using chamomile. After the materia medica section, you have video part 3, which is medicine making. In medicine making part 3, the video, Emily's going to go over this concept of medicine making or herbal medicine making in all of its different forms. And then if you want to go deeper into any of those forms, you'll have extended videos down below. So each of these tabs, tea blending and formulation, vinegars, oxymels and shrubs, syrups, tinctures, herbal steams, and chest packs, they're different herbal medicine making techniques that you could dive deeper into through those videos. Now, when you are all done with all of those and you're considering getting your continuing education units or moving along to our family herbalist program, there is an assessment in the back. And don't worry, we don't take out red pens and mark it up and send it back to you and tell you all the things you did wrong. This really is an activity of helping you see how much you know and how much the content has really gotten into your cells and your ability to express it in this form. At any point in the assessment, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to Maggie at holisticlivingschool.org, or you can email roots@holisticlivingschool.org, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have or pass them along to Emily if you prefer. But we're here to support you in the process of going through this curriculum. No worries, from start to finish. So that concludes the things that you have available to you in your envelope that you received in the mail, as well as a brief overview of what is covered in the course online. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out. We thank you for joining us on your herbal journey, and we look forward to hearing from you again in the future. See you next time.